Whew, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy RickyMoto. We have the R7 here, which I haven't ridden for a few weeks now, but we are going to be doing some modifications to this thing. In this video, we're going to be changing out the levers over here. So as you can see, we have the OEM levers, which are very ugly and janky. So we're going to be replacing those with some aftermarket ones. So here we have the kit. I just got these off of eBay, so they're not branded or anything. They were maybe like 30 bucks or so. This is for the clutch side, and this is for the right side brake. It is currently on the shortest setting. It could extend even further. But yeah, I did go for a black and gold theme. I think they look super sick, and they are adjustable in terms of how in or out you want it to be. Foldable here, so if ever it drops, it'll kick up so it won't damage your bike. I'm gonna start with the clutch side first, and then we're gonna move on to the driver's side. So first things first, I'm gonna unlock the steering column so we can kind of maneuver this around, making it a little easier for us. So there should just be one bolt over here holding in the lever, which is this one. So let's just see, there's about a 10mm socket on the bottom that needs to come out. There we go, we cracked it loose. So I'm gonna hold the top one as I undo the bottom bolt here. Pretty long thread too. All right, so the 10mm is out, and we can pop this pin up just like so. So I'm just gonna pull at it just like that, turn it around, and there is that little locking ring. I'm gonna just wiggle it out of here. And it is a little greasy. Now, if it's a little tight, what you can do is loosen up this locking pin here and basically bring the cable through it so you can have a little bit more clearance, and pop that out. There is grease on here, so just careful because it's kind of gross. Now on the left side clutch lever, there is a little ring inside here, which you want to actually put on the new lever. So here's a new lever, just the old one. We do have to pop out that little ring and put it into this hole. If you do have additional grease, you can use that as well, but I'm just going to reuse the grease that is already in here. Oh, super slimy. And just slide it in here. Now we have to install this in a reverse order. You might have to kind of just force it in there, because there we go. Now I'm going to take that pin that we took out earlier and slide it through the middle all the way in. And before we put the 10mm back in, I do want to just play around with the clutch and see how it feels, if it pulls. Yep, there we go. And now I'm going to lock in that ring here where the clutch was. The OEM seemed like it was even further out, so it is closer in with this aftermarket one, but not significant, so to speak. But anyways, we're gonna take that 10mm bolt that we took out from the bottom and just screw it back in from the back side. All right, so here we have it, the left side installed, and this is what it looks like. And it feels pretty solid, doesn't really wobble around. And this is the folding feature that I was talking about. So it goes up like that, or you can kind of push it forward and it springs back. So yeah, it feels pretty solid. So we're gonna switch over to the right side. So for the right side, it's pretty much the same process, just one 10mm bolt on the bottom. Now it should also be easier because we don't have to mess with the clutch cable. It's just one bolt out, one bolt in. I'm gonna try to get some space in here. There we go. So this is connected to this little Allen key looking bolt on top. So it looks like I do have to screw it out from the top as well. Alrighty, that seems pretty far out. Maybe I could do the rest by hand. Okay. And now we have this bolt out, and we can remove this old lever. Alright. Whew. And this does have a little suction mechanism on here. So this is the new lever, and it's the old one, and yet again we have to do the same sort of ring pop out method. But looking at it, it seems like we might not even have to, just because the hole on the new one is smaller, and this one is small because of the O-ring. So at this point, I think I actually don't even need to swap it over. The best way to test it out is to take that pin and just slide it through the new one and see if it works. Yep, so yeah, basically we don't have to swap over the ring just because the new hole is smaller and it does fit the bolt. So we're good. The only thing to note is this mechanism right here. So as you can see, the original one has a rubber gasket. I think I can just kind of pull it off. It's just like a rubber little bit here. It doesn't look like it's locked in with anything. It's just literally a piece of rubber. There we go. So this is the original. Now we have the new one. This boot, just kind of slide it in here. It is a little bit tight, so you just kind of have to work your way all the way through. Or go ahead and just slide the hole onto this hole. And while doing so, you also want the rubber gasket to sit back in the proper location. And now we can take that long pin and slide it through the top and just screw it in by hand for now. So now we can take that 10mm nut and put it on the bottom. So now I'm going to put some leverage on it just to tighten it a little bit more. Alrighty, so here we have the final product. It looks pretty sick and it feels pretty dang good. It makes good contact over here and you can feel the click. So yeah, pretty happy with how this entire thing is set up. But yeah, I think this bike is coming along with the gold accents on here. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.